had such a focused approach throughout the course of this series. You're now in Memphis, in their environment. Just what's key mentally for you guys in this matchup tonight?
Focusing on the things that we control. You know, when you come on the road against a good team, especially in the playoffs, you know, you can't control the crowd, you can't control every situation out there, but you know, we can focus on what we can control. That's what we try to do in shoot-around, work on what we need to work on to be ready for tonight, and then you know, that'll put us in a good spot.
How do you, 2 years in, how do you gauge road environments in the playoffs? I know there are some people who say that the road advantage isn't what it used to be. Do you feel that way? How do you sort of gauge road environments?
I mean, I wasn't around for the used to be part, so I have no idea how to compare them. You can ask my man right here what it used to be like. I have no idea. You know, every team, every city has a different crowd. I think we have the best in the league, and then some are better than others. You know, we'll see what Memphis is like tonight, but you know, I expect their crowd to be rowdy. You know, they have a history and a reputation for really being in the games.
Chet, it's never easy. You guys have made this series look easy through the first 2 games. How do you guys keep the intensity of it's still one game and we still haven't closed them out? It's not like this series is over just because you guys are up 2-0.
Just understanding that whatever happened, before, once you learn from it and you carry that into what you're doing next, it really doesn't matter. Whether you're up, down, tied, doesn't matter. We got to focus on tonight. We can't worry about what's happening in the past.
Why have you guys had so much success with Ja and Jaren and Dez in this series? They've hit some shots, but you guys have really made it hard on their big 3.
I think you said it best. Just trying to make it hard, as hard as possible. Not only on them, but their whole team. You don't want to give up anything easy, and I feel like we've done a good job of keying into the game plan and really trying to make things tough. Obviously, they're good players. They've made plays, like you said, and they continue to make plays. We just have to keep, making it as hard as we can.
Chet, speaking of those plays, 5 block shots, what are you seeing while your presence is so quick on the shot block?
Just making sure that, there's no hesitation on any of these plays. Just, if I see something, trying to go get it. Also understanding that, if I'm out of position and it's going to lead to a foul, maybe not get that one early, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to gauge every situation, read it as quick as possible, and then try to make a win play. Some of them have resulted in blocks, some of them not, but even if I don't block a shot and I'm able to make them miss, we're able to get to the board and get out in transition. That's another win for us. So, just trying to be a presence at the rim, make things tough.
What do you guys have to lean on to win Game 3?
We have to lean on our identity, who we are, who we've been all year. We have to lean on each other, lean on the game plan, lean on what we're good at, and then have a lot of energy and just play our game.
Chet, along those lines.
About playing 4 on the offensive end.
I feel like it's been every night's look different. Every time we play a new team, it's like a different kind of look. But for the most part, the mentality is just kind of think like I'm not really playing 4 in the traditional sense. I'm playing like basically a wing spot. We basically have whoever's handling it. We have whoever's creating the action, usually the 5, whether it's me, J. Will, or K. Rich, or even sometimes we have guards screen as well. So, and then the other 3 spots are basically wing spots. So just understanding that, knowing where to be when to be there, and then just being confident and letting it fly.
Being in this building, Chet, how important the first few minutes of this game, knowing that they're going to try to ride the energy of their crowd and kind of punch back in a series that you guys have kind of dominated that way?
Yeah, no 1 minute is more important than the next. All 48 minutes is going to be important tonight, not just the first 3. We understand that, and every minute has the same, same weight to it. So we got to come out ready to play and ready to play for them.
Chet, you asked.
Listen to the way you talk, especially since being back from injury. It sounds like you'll say things like you feel like you're never going to be 100% or where you want to be. I just wonder what's your idea of professionalism and how your idea that maybe changed since you've been in the league.
My idea idea of perfection. I guess perfection is something you strive for, knowing that you're never going to get it. But hoping that gets you pretty far along the way.
You know, Chet,
Last one.
for fast break points, you guys have outscored them 48-8 in the 2 games combined. How important is that going into game 3, just knowing that obviously it's kind of like bulletin board material for them to kind of clean that up?
You know, it's just as important as every other aspect of the game. No matter who you're playing, regular season, playoffs, doesn't matter. You know, you have to get back on defense and you know, play defense and make things tough. You can't give up easy ones, leak outs, you know, numbers advantage, stuff like that. We've done a pretty good job of that so far. We also understand that you know, they have good players with a lot of speed who can get up the floor, so you know, we can't lose that as the series goes on. We just have to you know, keep trying to be good there.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.